The Planning Commission meeting. Our next item is item B. This is also a continued public hearing on request by Julio Tenero of Milestone Associates to split an existing 2.9 acre site into two parcels and develop a new 2,530 square foot Taco Bell with drive-through sales on 2.9 acre site located at 2051 Walters Road. A use permit has been requested to operate the drive-through restaurant. The project has been categorically exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act per section 15332, infill development projects. Our staff person is Amy Kreimeier.
Good evening, Planning Commission. So as mentioned, this is a continuation from the November 12th meeting at the Commission's request to determine if residents' concerns with the existing ARCO could be addressed through Taco Bell entitlements. So just a refresher, the site is currently a 2.89 acre site, and an ARCO gas station exists on the southern portion of the site at 2051 Walters Road. And the project includes an application for a tentative parcel map to split the lot into two and construct the 2,500 square foot Taco Bell on the northern 1.4 acre parcel. And a conditional use permit is required for the requested drive-through operations. So at the November 13th meeting, two key issues were identified, noise and traffic. Those who spoke on the project were concerned with noise from car wash maintenance activities occurring between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. and noise from gas station car wash customers, such as that from playing their music loudly, as well as an overall increase in noise within the area. There were also concerns about increase in area traffic, as well as safety and visibility on Walters Road. So the Commission then raised the question of whether any entitlements for Taco Bell could address these negative impacts from the existing gas station and car wash. And the city attorney has determined that there is no legal nexus to place operational conditions on the ARCO as part of the tentative map application for the Taco Bell. Essentially, the existing ARCO is not part of this project, and we must consider the Taco Bell applications as separate. However, after the meeting, staff worked with the ARCO owner to try and address residents' concerns. The owner has agreed to cease all maintenance activities between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. So the cleaning of the car wash tunnel will now occur between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m., their normal operating hours. They will also agree to post signs on the property that ask customers to respect their neighbors and turn down the music while they're on site. Staff also reviewed all of the noise studies prepared as part of the original ARCO approval, as well as the manufacturer's specifications for the car wash equipment that has been installed, and determined that it operates within our noise ordinance limits and is compliant with all of the required CEQA mitigations that were placed on the project originally. Residents were also concerned with the general increase in noise within the project area due to traffic, and then just a general increase in area traffic. So this traffic noise, however, is temporary, transitory, and originates off-site. The increased vehicle use of East Tabor and Walters Road is not a direct result of the car wash operations. So staff does not have the ability to require modifications to the operation of a legal existing business due to the gradual change in existing noise or traffic conditions in the greater project area. As you can see, the project is located near our northeast area, which is a priority growth area for the city. So Walters Road has been approved to be improved as part of the Jepson Parkway project. So it will get widened with a raised landscape median, and there will be a protected turn pocket for those coming north on Walters and turning into the Dover Mobile Home Complex community. Additionally, there was a comment about buses taking their brakes and blocking the visibility when you exit on Granada Drive. Although not a planning concern, we have given that information to the Fairfield Transit Division, and they have determined a new location for their buses to take their brakes. So In summary, although these issues must be thought of as separate from the Taco Bell project, staff has addressed residents' concerns by working with the owner to schedule maintenance between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m., posting signs asking customers to turn down their music, and contacted the Transportation Division and gotten the buses moved to a different location. Additionally, I have spoken with the Quality of Life Division and the administrator of the city's housing rehab program to see if there may be other potential options for these residents and other programs that might be able to help them with their noise concerns. Things like using the housing rehab program to get new windows installed, noise dampening windows, things like that, or perhaps maybe eventually raising the sound wall if they so prefer. And the Taco Bell before you tonight does contain several use permit conditions to address noise impacts, such as operating the menu board so it will not be heard from the adjacent residences, restrictions on alcoholic beverage sales, limiting truck deliveries between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m., and restricting the hours of operations to specified times. So staff recommends that the Planning Commission approve Resolution 2019-15, adopting the mitigated negative declaration and approving the development review, use permit, and tentative parcel map as conditioned.
Amy, I'd like to thank you for getting those responses and thank the Fairfield Transit Authority for making that change to the bus rest area. That's very nice of them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Commissioner Wood?
Yeah, I have a question with regard to raising the sound wall. Is that an option? And my impression from the last meeting was raising the sound wall would scientifically the noise is far enough away that raising the sound wall is not going to have a material effect on it. So can you address those two issues with the sound wall?
So any requirement to raise the sound wall as a result due to the car wash or traffic noise, there is no legal nexus for us to require that as part of the Taco Bell. So at the Taco Bell, it has been designed in a way that the order menu board is over 40 feet from the existing sound wall. The existing sound wall is 6 feet high, and there are those conditions placed on the use permit to guarantee that the noise will not be heard in the adjacent residences. So the Taco Bell operations don't necessitate an increase in the sound wall height.
What about issue number 2 is if we could, my impression was that it would be ineffective just because the distance of the sound from the wall.
I'm not a noise consultant. I don't want to speak to that. Generally, they offer only about a 5 to 10 decibel decrease.
Mr. Feinstein? Did you want? Okay. Commissioner Matthews?
Amy, I heard in the public comment portion that a nearby subdivision had 12-foot sound wall. Is that correct?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
The Strawberry Ivy subdivision is down here, and they have sound walls that range between 6 and 7 feet in height.
So essentially, we're not treating this any differently than any other reasonably nearby developments.
So we're not treating them differently. However, they received their approvals and conditions at different times. So those requirements are based off different existing conditions. And so that's why Strawberry Ivy does go up to 7 feet. So they're not different, but it's just they account for what was existing at the time they were approved.
Yeah, I wouldn't characterize 6 or 7 as being materially different. 6 to 12 would be. So thank you.
Commissioner Patterson?
Yeah, still about the sound wall. I know you said that they might be looking at it some more with noise concerns. Can you just make sure that they realize that these are not regular homes, but they're trailers, and they sit closer and higher, And just make sure they take that into consideration as well.
Yes, and that is why we reached out, because although there is not the nexus to place the onus on the Taco Bell project, we're looking at other options to help this community.
Any other comments? Anyone want to entertain a motion? Commissioner Bowditch?
Make a motion that we pass the Taco Bell resolution number 2019-15.
Okay, we have a motion. I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.